Yeah, let's get some tea.
Tomorrow is National Hot Tea Day, and it's going to be the perfect weekend to curl up with a hot cup of tea. Dartealing Lounge in San Francisco has weekend afternoon teas featuring their own tea blends. They also have tea and chocolate pairing classes. Their teas even have fun names like Mother of Dragons and the Red Keep for those Game of Thrones fans out there. I like that one.
Yeah.
What do you have there, Karina?
I have Her Majesty's Secret Service black tea blend. Jasmine, sunflower petals, notes of vanilla, velvety and creamy finish. I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best smelling teas I've ever had, and it tastes delicious too. So this, along with the yummy food, is perfect.
Talk about soothing.
Yeah.
What do you have, Sandia?
Julian, I've got Cabana Boy, playful and fragrant.
Cabana Boy?
Look at the pairings here. Yeah. This is great.
All I have to say is it's delicious. So who cares what the name says?
Is there a picture that went along with that tea packet?
No picture. Oh, darn.
Sandy personally requested Cabana Boy. That's what I heard. That's what people are telling me.
What are you sipping on, Bill?
I got some. Nothing as fancy as what you guys. I got Parisian Earl Grey.
If you could just tell us what we're also feasting on here too.
Okay. So in front of you, I actually made a combination of different things to kind of sort of feature what Dartealing is all about, really, in terms of food. You have two classic flavors on there. You have a smoked salmon with fresh dill and honey mustard. The other one is a fresh cucumber, fresh radish, and some micro arugula. And then one that is really outside of the box and sort of a classic at the same time. It's a fish and chips in a tea sandwich. Typically, you have that at a pub fare, but we turn it into a tea sandwich. And then the fourth is sort of a nod to the Lunar New Year coming up on the 10th of February, which is a Asian flavored smoked tea braised egg with a kumquat chutney that's all made in-house. So those are your four. And then you go to a sausage roll, very British, very classic. And then finally a scone, which is our version of our scone, which is a combination of an old recipe called a rock cake and a scone. So it's a combination of those two recipes that I basically combined to create sort of our own take on a scone, crispy on the outside, sort of savory, moist on the inside.
Basically something for everybody. So
Yep.
Tell us about your family's history with tea.
Yes. So this is a question that comes up a lot when folks come into the tea lounge. How do you end up doing this for a living? And for me, I had to really think back, and it goes back to my mother, who grew up on a tea plantation. Her family was in the tea business, and so she grew up taking tea the very sort of Eastern way. And then a father who basically went abroad to school in France and also in the UK, and brought to the family sort of very Western way of taking tea. And of course, when I came along, the combination of the two sides took me to this point today.
Well, the teas are absolutely delicious. The names are really fun and playful, too. I have Taj Mahal. I think Sandy has Cabana Boy. Tell us what goes into making a tea blend for something like Cabana Boy, for example.
Yeah, so usually for any tea blend that are on, you're all having a blended tea today versus, a straight tea or a pure kind of tea. All of those are blended. So Cabana, for instance, you start with a base of a tea. So we usually start with a base, so typically green, black, rooibos, which is Taj Mahal. And then on top of that, you add flavor profiles. So in Cabana's case, you have bits of fruits, strawberry, bits of papaya in there, and sort of to round it all out, a natural flavoring oil or like an essential oil that's food grade. Well, so that is how you sort of impart that flavor in.
So, Pauline, thanks. I know you're at 3rd and Bryant, Dartealing Lounge, and we appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.